If a guy goes from promptly responding to text to taking 1 to 3 days to get back to you, what does this mean? What's the best response when he starts taking 2 to 3 days? So it doesn't sound like a ghosting situation, like he's been gone for 3 weeks. Do you have any quick advice for Lana here?
Yeah, so there's something that we call the law of familiarity. And the law of familiarity is it's the sad law,
I
right?
knew you were gonna say that.
It's not always the sad law. Sometimes it's the happy law. But the law of familiarity, what it states is that when you first initially see something, it's different and it's new and it's exciting and it's like, oh my God, there's this new thing, right? And so you're like, it's really valuable to you. Well, over time, let's say, I mean, it could be anything, right? Like, let's say that it's a song that you hear and it's this amazing song. You love this song and so you start listening to this song over and over and over and over again, right? Well, what happens eventually to that song? Maybe you don't hate it anymore. It's not that you hate it and you completely lose interest in the song, but it's not quite as special as it was when you first listened to the song. And so you don't listen to it quite as often as you used to listen to it. But when it does come on the air, you're like, oh my God, there's that song that I love and I'm going to dance. I'm going to dance, right? So you're dancing to the song and whatnot. And so it's just that, after a while, we start to take things for granted just a little bit, right? And if we continue to press, right, the question is, what happens? What do you do in that time, right? So a lot of women in your situation that you're talking about here right now, Lana, is that you're like, okay, well, this, a lot of women would say he's pulling away, right? That's what a lot of women think when a guy starts doing this. He's pulling away from me now. And the question is, what do you do in that space? Because most guys at some point are going to pull away from you to some extent. The question is, what do you do during that time when he pulls away? Because that will make the difference between him missing you in his mind and going, oh man, Lana, she's so amazing and I can't wait. You know what? I haven't talked to her in a day or two. I can't wait to talk to her and see her again. The difference between that and him thinking like, God, this woman won't stop blowing up my phone. It's like she constantly has to be connected to me and it's so annoying. It's like, we have our own lives that we have to live. Can you just, give me a break, girl? Right? And so that's the difference, right? He's either going to think one of those two things, most likely. And so you want him to think, I'm missing this girl and I want to see her again and I can't wait to be with her and I want to be connected with her. You don't want him to think, God, she's blowing up my phone and she's talking to me all the time. And so you just want to lean back and give him that space. Let him do that and he'll come around and, what's his communication blueprint? That's the other thing you need to know. What is his communication blueprint? And so that's something you want to find out.